This is going to be the last video I make about the whole TJ Maxx situation. Like I said in one of my other videos, I feel like a lot of you guys missed the point of that video, entirely. I was not just talking about people with tattoos and piercings having a struggle finding work. I also talked about younger people who don't have job experience yet because they're 16 years old, getting denied jobs because they don't have experience. Yes, I knew face and neck tattoos were going to make my job search a little difficult. You guys are acting like I didn't know that at all. I'm not trying to be a doctor, I'm not trying to be a lawyer, and I'm not trying to work for the federal government. I was trying to work for TJ Maxx, a retail store that pays minimum wage. And to all these people commenting on my videos, stitching my videos, being like, oh, I wouldn't hire you. I didn't ask you to hire me. I asked TJ Maxx to hire me. So I don't know why you even think that comment is relevant. But when these places are only paying minimum wage, I don't feel like they should have the right to be super picky about how people look. You know, I get that I have tattoos and piercings, but I have clothes that are acceptable for a job like that. I also have good hygiene. I take very good care of my skin. I'd be an acceptable worker. And the people saying that kids would be scared of my tattoos and old ladies would be scared of my tattoos, honestly, get over yourself. Really. You being scared of my tattoos is a you problem, not a me problem. And I have never seen kids scared of my tattoos. I've actually had kids come up to me in stores and stuff and say that they like my bodywork. But tattoos, piercings, colored hair does not equal less professionalism in the workplace. It does not define our work skills. It does not define our work ethic. With all these stitches and duets I saw, you guys were just bashing my appearance. You guys did not even have any valid points, to be honest. I want to see a video that could somehow explain how people with tattoos, piercings, and colored hair cannot do their job. I would love to see that attempted. And I get it. Not everyone's gonna like my tattoos. That's fine. It's not for everyone. But I shouldn't not be able to get a job because you don't like my tattoos. If you guys actually picked up the Satanic Bible and read it, it's by Anton LaVey, there's nothing evil in that book. And I get there's some dark imagery with Satanism, like how this looks, the Baphomet on my chest, but none of it has actually evil meanings. And if you guys want me to, I can make a video explaining about what all of the symbols mean. And another thing I want to talk about too is how everyone's saying I have a bad attitude. How would you guys feel if you woke up to your TikTok having thousands of hate comments, hateful videos? Am I not valid for my reaction? I'm a human being. I'm allowed to be upset about things. A lot of influencers on here will just take the hate and not address it. That's not me. Another thing I want to talk about is my debt. Yes, I make $500 payments on my car every month. I want to know what 23-year-old would just have 28 grand sitting around to just throw at a car right now with how the economy is. And yes, I maybe spent some of my money wrong, but I also use my credit cards to pay essential bills like grocery shopping or my Wi-Fi bill, utilities, whatever. But y'all are treating me like I'm the only American that has debt. You are treating me like the only person that has made bad spending choices. And yes, I wanted a part-time job to pay off my debt a little bit quicker. What is wrong with that? I do OF and I do Uber Eats, and I'm paying off my debt as much as I can. What is wrong with me wanting to speed up the process with that by getting another job? And you guys are saying I have an entitled attitude. You guys don't like my attitude. I don't care if people on the internet don't like me. I have people in real life that like me, and that's all that matters. Because I'm probably never going to meet any of you face to face. Bottom line with all of this, though, is that people with tattoos, piercings, and colored hair should not be discriminated against in the workplace. No one is less professional because they decide to get tattoos, piercings, and colored hair. Actually, one more thing I want to address now that I think about it. So you guys say that you don't want to see me work customer service. Fine. I'm going to be self-employed and do OF and Uber Eats. I have a lot to say. You guys missed the point of that video entirely. I don't need that job at TJ Maxx. I make plenty of money. If I didn't make enough money, I would not be able to afford a Dodge Challenger that has a almost $500 monthly payment. I have thousands of dollars worth of artwork on my body. I have $7,000 breast implants, and I have about $3,000 of filler in my face. And it's crazy. It's like you need to have money to do those things. I just wanted the job to make more money, because what's wrong with wanting to make more money? But, I posted that video because I knew I was going to get exactly those kind of reactions. And there's people saying, oh, it's because of your satanic tattoos. So if it is about my satanic tattoos, that's religious discrimination, which it's illegal to discriminate against someone based off of their religious beliefs. And appearance has nothing to do with work skills. Other comments that I noticed is people said that I voted for Biden. I haven't voted before, and I would never vote for him. And people are like, oh, well, leave America. Once my husband is out of the military, that is our plan. But, since he has a military contract to serve out, we can't just leave quite yet. So funny, because it's always like older generations that say that younger people are the ones that get all triggered and stuff the most, when I think it's quite literally the opposite. And old people are in my comments saying that they're afraid of me. Good, I'm glad. I don't want to be around you. Old people are quite literally the reason why the United States is in quite literal chaos right now. All of these politicians literally look like they're about to take their last breath. But so, bottom line, everyone missed the whole point of that video. I don't need that job. I make enough money. So yeah, I am gonna go enjoy my day getting some Starbucks and shopping.
Okay, so y'all heard. I do agree tattoos do not reflect a person's ability to do certain job tasks. I don't judge the personal decisions about religion. That's a part of living in the United States. Freedom of religion. It includes any religion. That is just a fact. I am not surprised to hear that people were going in on her about her appearance, because that's what people do on the internet, and that's a part of getting the attention that was wanted by posting experience on TikTok, right? That's the point, is to share, connect with people, and with going viral, it comes a lot of the time, a lot of negative comments. So she proceeds to say she doesn't need the job at TJ Maxx, but also shared that she was in debt and wanted extra money to pay off the debt quicker. She's also working on OF and Uber Eats, and so doing a lot of things to make more money. So I personally don't believe when she says she didn't need the money. However, that's just my opinion. It doesn't even matter. Overall, I think the point about not being discriminated is valid. However, in this world, every person gets judged either intentionally or unintentionally by other people based on appearance. So please consider the work you want to actually do and how it may be accepted when it comes to face tattoos and piercings and other visual artwork that you want to place on yourself. Some places and industries are a lot more accepting of face and body tattoos, especially in very creative or artsy spaces. So I would recommend the person that has face tattoos to look at creative industries where more people may look similar to you. Now, it's unfortunate, but to be real, discrimination does exist. It's wrong, but many people are discriminated based on things they cannot control. Like for myself, being a Black woman, I cannot change my DNA, right? So I will look like this unless I want to try to go to Sammy Sosa route and do some extreme, things that can actually impact my health. Let's not get into that. But still, that would not change me as a person. That would just change how I visually appear to other people. Now, you can't control whether you add a face tattoo or not. And so my thinking is to just consider, when you're doing these things to yourself and doing things that are considered more permanent or very difficult to change, to think about, how it may reflect in your career and what you want to do long term, not just kind of in the moment, hey, I'm going to do this. I am going to do this because it makes me feel good, or is what I want to do. You can, but just know, just like I think this person in the video does realize that, hey, hey, I have the face tattoos. Me getting certain jobs and applying to certain jobs, people are going to see that, and they may not want me to work for them. And you would just have to, just like she is doing, it seems like, understand that and be able to accept it. Anyway, that's just my thoughts. I don't make these rules, but I am very realistic about what people do. And so, as you're thinking about careers, as you're applying to jobs, you may want to consider doing certain things if you have tattoos, which I will share in another video on ways that people with visible tattoos on either their face, their hands, their neck, other parts of their body, what they've done to actually land jobs. And I'm not talking about just like maybe technician jobs, I'm talking about in office type of jobs as well. Anywho, let me know what you think about all of this, and I will talk to y'all later.
So I wanted to come on here and talk about something that is really starting to annoy me. So I applied for a job at TJ Maxx a few weeks ago, and they denied my application. They couldn't even call me. They just sent me some automated email. So I went in today and I was like, so what was the reason I didn't get hired? And she was like, oh, like you just like don't have enough experience. There was candidates that had like more experience than you. And, you know, I asked her if it was about my tattoos, obviously, because I know a lot of places don't like tattoos. She said that wasn't the reason. I don't feel like that's true, but whatever, I'll leave it at that.